I sat with my coffee going cold as the reports rolled in. Prince Harry, the man who spent years lobbing grenades at the institution that raised him, is suddenly rediscovering his love for Britain. Charity visits, Invictus Prep, quiet reunions with the king. The timing could not be more transparent. His Hollywood chapter is collapsing in slow motion. Cookie Queens limped into theaters and was outgrossed by a cat video compilation. Spotify dropped them. Netflix quietly downgraded the grand partnership into polite first look deal. The courtroom crusade that was supposed to deliver a sweeping reckoning ended with a humiliating defeat against Associated Newspapers. The brand built on grievance is running on fumes, so the prodigal son is looking homeward. More trips to the UK. More time with the causes and the country that once gave him reverence. A September visit for Wildchild is already on the calendar. The man who fled the oppressive royal machine now wants regular access to the only stage that ever made him matter, and that is where the story turns uncomfortable. A father may want his son back. A surgeon cannot afford institutional amnesia. Harry did not simply leave. He weaponized the departure, memorized interviews, and carefully staged documentaries, painted the royal family as cold, racist, and cruel. Private pain was turned into global product. The monarchy absorbed the damage while the Sussexes monetized the fallout. Loyal supporters watched it happen. They watched the institution they revere be dragged through the mud for ratings and book sales. They are not required to clap politely when the same man now seeks a larger foothold in the royal orbit. Forgiveness between father and son is one thing. Public rehabilitation without genuine contrition is another. It would send a devastating message. Attack the crown for years, profit from the wreckage, and the doors will reopen the moment the independent empire starts to fail. The king can be a loving parent without becoming the architect of his son's soft landing. The palace must protect the institution credibility. Royal status was never just a title, it was the engine that powered Harry's platform. Outside the engine, celebrity proved a poor substitute. The Sussexes discovered that name recognition does not automatically convert into sustained commercial success or institutional relevance. Harry chose to leave. He chose the attacks. He chose the monetization. He cannot now demand that Britain and the monarchy forget the cost. A return to meaningful royal proximity, if it happens at all, must carry a price: contrition, accountability, and acceptance that the institution does not exist to cushion the consequences of his choices. Anything less rewards the very behavior that wounded the crown. The king is allowed to keep the door of family slightly ajar. He is not required to roll out the red carpet for a man who spent years trying to burn the house down. The monarchy's supporters have already paid enough.